Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn the supplementary reading, A Great Martyr, Ever Cherished, edited by Martyr and Koshi. Children, we often come to know from the newspaper accounts how our young soldiers aspire to live and die for our country. We have read in the newspapers and all, isn't it? How our soldiers die for the sake of country. They are ready to sacrifice everything. Here is a profile of a young soldier who gave up his life at the age of 25. In this lesson, we will come to know about a young soldier who gave up his life at the age of 25. People live and die, but continue to live forever in the hearts of patriots. Now, let us read this lesson to know and cherish the memory of such great souls. Enter the Hanifuddin household and a warm smile will welcome you to step right in. The smile of Hanifuddin just from the photograph frame welcomes anyone who enters Hanif's house. This smile gives the memory of a 25-year-old martyr, Lieutenant Hanifuddin. Children, here the writer speaks of the smile that welcomes anyone who enters Hanif's house. Whoever enters Hanifuddin's house will be welcomed with a warm smile. It is the smile of Hanifuddin just from the photograph frame. So what do you understand from this, children? The smile gives the memory of 25-year-old martyr Lieutenant Hanifuddin who sacrificed his life for the sake of his motherland. Hanifuddin was called as Khalifa by his friends, knew what he would be able to give to the nation. Hanifuddin was from a family of musicians, chose to join the army because he knew that life for him was short and so needed to repeatedly remind himself of his mission. Hanifuddin was called as Khalifa by his friends. Khalifa means successor, ruler or a leader. They knew that he would be able to give something to the nation. So they were calling him as Khalifa. Hanifuddin was from a family of musicians. He hailed from a family of musicians. Though he had come from the family of musicians, he chose to join army. He wished to join army. Hanif knew that life for him was short. So in that short period of time, he wanted to serve the nation. He wanted to do something for the motherland. So he decided to join the army. Life of Hanif in the beginning was never a smooth sail because Hanif lost his father when he was just 8. His father had been an artist associated with the National School of Drama. His mother, Hema Aziz, had a touring job. She travels with the performance team of the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. The absence of mother from home taught the children something that made the children to become very responsible. Getting up and getting ready for school without having to tell them. It gave the children a message that one's duty is the most important thing in life. Since his tender age, Hanif had to battle with the hardships. That means he had to face lots of difficulties from the young age. When he was 8 years old, he lost his father, who was an artist associated with the National School of Drama. After the father's death, mother Hema Aziz had to take the responsibility of the family. She was an vocal artist and it was a touring job. She had to move from one place to another for performance with the team of Information and Broadcasting Ministry. As his mother was traveling with the performance team, nobody was there to look after the children. They had to do their work by themselves. Getting up and getting ready for school without having to tell them. Nobody was there to tell all about that. The absence of mother from home taught the children how to be very responsible. It also taught them how to be independent, and the absence of mother gave the children a message that one's duty is the most important thing in life. Because of this, it is said that life for Hanif in the beginning was never a smooth sail. His life was not a bed of roses. He had to face a lot of difficulties. While Hanif's elder brother Nafisuddin went on to become a teacher at the J.D. Tyler School, New Delhi, at the time of the tragedy, his younger brother took to compose music on his Casio. Hanif would often team up with him on the drums. Hanif's elder brother Nafisuddin became a teacher, and his younger brother was composing music on his Casio, and Hanif would often team up with him on the drums. Hanif helped his younger brother in playing drums. An introvert, Hanif began to make friends only by the time he was 14 years of age. He would often go out of his way to help people because that gave him a certain kind of joy. Children, the writer describes Hanif as an introvert. Introvert means a person who is interested in his own thoughts. He calls him as introvert because he began to make friends only by the time he was 14 years of age, and he would often go out of his way to help the people. This helping of people was giving him a certain kind of joy. So he was called as an introvert. Hanif was a student of Kerala School in New Delhi and had applied to the army when he was graduating from Shivaji College, New Delhi. Yet Hanif didn't know much about the army, but his mother's visit to the camp made Hanif to know about military. Where was Hanif studying, children? He was studying at Kerala School in New Delhi, and when he was studying in Shivaji College, New Delhi, he applied to join army. He did not know much about the army. He did not have any idea about army, but his mother used to visit to the camp as she was an occult artist. She used to visit the army camps. Like that, Hanif got some idea about military. After joining the army, there was a training for 6 months. Hanif felt that training was very tough. He had to take cold water bath at midnight. During that period, the gentle Hanif was a changed man. Once the people join the army, they will be totally changed. They are not bothered about the difficulties. They are ready to face any kinds of situation because the only thing they will have in their mind is to do something to the nation. Like an alarm, their mind will be reminding them about their mission. After the training, Hanif joined the 11th Rajputana Rifles and was posted at Jaipur and then at Siachen just prior to the Kargil War of 1999. Life of Hanif was always ekdam bindas. Hanif was dabbled in art, sketched very well, made beautiful cards out of waste material, read a great deal and loved playing the drums. So officers at Rajput Rifles made him get all his instruments from Delhi and form the music group Hanif 7. Hanif was a young man with varied talents and interests. He dabbled in art, sketched very well, made beautiful cards out of waste materials. He used to read books and play the drums. As he had much interest in music and loved playing the drums, the music group at Rajputana Rifles was given his name after his death. The music group was named as Hanif 7. Hanif had dreamed that he would rise up the ranks. This dream could not be fulfilled because he was killed in the Kargil war. His dream was that a post be named after him. Those dreams came true when the subsector was named after him. Hanif had a dream to rise to the high ranks. His dream was that the post should be given his name after his death. Those dreams came true when the subsector was named after him. After his death, the subsector was given his name. So his bravery does live on in the air of the cold mountains and on the plains. A scholarship now exists in his name, and his family has started a school in Kulu under the Hanif Foundation. His bravery does live on in the air of the cold mountains and on the plains. This means his bravery was felt by one and all. Every people in the nation came to know about his bravery. And also the scholarship existed in his name, and his family had started a school in Kulu under the Hanif Foundation. Despite the pain and loss, Hanif has earned his family a glory that will see them through the years. It is this pride that has made Hema Asis politely decline the Indian Army's compensation offer of a petrol pump. There are some families whose sole bread earner is gone. They need it more, says this mother of a martyr. Despite the pain and loss, Hanif had brought his family a glory. He had brought a name and fame to his family, and it would be remembered through the years. It is this pride made his mother Hema Asis to politely decline the compensation offered by Indian Army. The Indian Army offered a petrol pump as a compensation, but his mother declined that, rejected that offer, and she told that this would be beneficial to the families whose sole bread earner is gone. The mother of a great martyr told to give the compensation to some families whose sole bread earner is gone because they needed it more, as there is no one to go for the work and look after their family. Though Hanif is not alive, he has continued to live forever in the hearts of patriots. The bravery of a great soul is felt by one and all. This is all about the lesson, a great martyr ever cherished. I hope this class was beneficial for you. Meet you all in the next class. Thank you.